Hey guys, Stock Saturday, and it's a green week slightly. Not getting sort of too excited about this. Still think we've got a lot of bad news to come up, sort of inflation news and interest rates and that sort of thing. I think that might have sort of one last down leg on the stocks, but yeah, this lot sort of hasn't moved too much. Overall, I think I'm 3,000 up. But these sort of haven't moved a great deal. Silver up slightly, so Pan American is up about 500 quid. Hive and Argo basically unchanged. The Chinese tech not doing too much. Fortuna sort of up a little bit with the silver move, so I am thinking of selling that off again and moving that into Atalaya mining, with them being sort of fairly depressed, although expect third quarter is going to be pretty awful, could even be loss-making. Sort of see the April to June copper price was a lot higher than it is now. So, yeah, with the high energy costs and everything, could be loss-making, and maybe announcement of that would sort of push it down again. But I'm sort of anticipating the market being a bit more sort of forward-looking and looking past that. But maybe it isn't. So just looking at the ISA, about 1,500 quid up on the ISA. Just to say, apparently I have one spot left on the Trading212 free share link. Somebody is pending and needs to add their funds and verify. But yeah, you can maybe get a free share if you used the link down below. So yeah, quite a green week on these. The REITs, sort of US REITs, certainly have been doing pretty well. Argo, as I say, sort of Hive was up, but Argo was down for the week. Although crypto sort of moving up a fair bit after the market shut, so that might come good on Monday. ARK doing quite well, 6%, so that's up 13% now. Not sort of adding to that just yet. Digital Realty, again, reasonably good week. I've not added. Not going to be adding to the REITs for a good while, I don't think, because I'm not putting money in this ISA just yet. First Majestic, as I say, silver doing quite well, so that's up nearly 10%, which is good. Stag Industrial, again, sort of 5%, pretty good. I did think it was at a crazy low point, really, at $30. It's sort of very depressed sentiment on the industrial REITs. Sylvania Platinum, after sort of a bit of a low point, as you can see on the month, rhodium has sort of had a reasonably good week, so that has rocketed up, and they announced, I think, an 8p dividend. So, yeah, that's going to be a hell of a dividend come December. It's not gone ex-dividend yet, so there'll probably be a drop back down once that goes ex-dividend. But, yeah, pretty good. I was more excited about the rhodium price, really. Not too bothered about the dividend. Sort of, it's either cash on the book or cash in my account, really. Same amount of cash, I see it. Tritax, a couple of percent. Yeah, so the UK ones haven't done quite as well. Eurobox even down 2%, so could be a buy. Vici, 3% up. Not too bad. I think they raised their dividend about 8% from the looks of it, so doing quite well. I've been sort of doing pretty well over the last sort of 6 months, really. So that's good. And yeah, the Nasdaq short is down because sort of most stuff is up this week. So yeah, that's not had a good week, but I don't mind if everything else is going up. I'm happy for that to go down. It's a hedge. Just looking at the invest account. So this is up, but I have invested sort of pretty much the remainder of my my cash. So let's just have a look. Oh yeah, I got a free share of GSK. Thank you to whoever signed up. That went straight on the sell pile. No interest in GSK. So yeah, following my US buys last week, I bought Samsung because that's on the UK listing, even though it's in dollars. Pretty happy with Samsung, and then the UK house builders. So as expected, they took a dip low during the beginning of the week, and I bought Barrett and Taylor Wimpey. So that was sort of pretty much the end of my buying. I want to keep a little bit aside for this for crypto if that drops, and the rest probably for a car. Just keep it in here just in case, because it takes a little while to get in here. It takes longer to get in than it gets out, it seems. So yeah, not a lot happened with Apple. So yes, seemed to be a reasonably good buy at the beginning of the week on the Monday. Yeah, so that was a good buy on Barrett. Broadcom 4% up for the week. Again, sort of pretty much everything is up on the sort of US side, 2 or 3%, 5%, some of them. 8% on Glencore though, pretty good. Himax, so I didn't quite buy at the lows last week, but yeah, that's down 2%, not too bad. Still trying to buy a call option on Interactive Brokers, but they won't let me, which is pretty annoying. You have to do a great big questionnaire on very, very complex options and calculations and stuff, and they said, you're not qualified. I thought, I just want to buy one simple call option. I know exactly how that works, but no, they don't like you having it, so it's for the big boys. Intel hasn't moved. Legal & General didn't really move. Lennar up a couple of percent. Meta Platforms with the sort of tech stocks, 5.5%. So not too bad for them. Micron, a couple of percent, not really moved. Nintendo is pretty flat. Porsche and Volkswagen sort of had been rising up, possibly a little bit unsustainably, so they're down for the week. Not too much of a surprise there. Process pretty flat. Rio Tinto was the only one I sort of did hold off on buying. It was on my list, but yeah, decided against it in the end, and it's 3% up on the week. Maybe should have, but yeah, the figures just didn't look quite as good as Vale, I thought. Samsung 2.8% down for the week, but I did buy sort of obviously at this Monday level, so that's sort of where it was. Shell flat for the week, but looking pretty good. Got the energy price freeze on Shell, so that'll affect them. They're a producer and a seller at the new price cap for the UK at least. Obviously most of their business is sort of abroad. Oil coming down as well, so surprised that's sort of holding its own. Not much happened with Sony and Siemens. Stellantis up a couple of percent, and TSMC flat pretty much, although a bit up and down. Taylor Wimpey, as I say, sort of looks a reasonably good buy on that Monday. Who knows whether it's the bottom, but longer term, I'm still pretty happy. Vale, 11% up nearly on the week, so couldn't quite see what's caused this. There's a bit of China sort of stimulus and people thinking that'll be good for the iron ore price, I think, but nothing huge. I didn't really see it as quite this bullish, but yeah, let me know if there's anything else I missed. And yeah, Volkswagen sort of not quite down. As I said, Porsche sort of seemed to be higher than everything else for some reason, and that's come back down again, so no surprise there. So yeah, that's the portfolio for the week. As I say, not getting too excited, but I have sort of deployed basically all of the cash that I wanted to, and yeah, we'll see where we go from here. Like I say, inflation and interest rate decision in the next couple of weeks for the US, and a bit of inflation news for Europe, I think. So we'll see what comes of that. I might make a few changes sort of around in the portfolio in the next week. So let me know how you guys are doing and what your portfolio looks like, and see you soon.